Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Level Up finale, How the Youth Leveled Up this Summer. Thanks for joining us today. My name is Jane Gov. I am the Youth Services Librarian at Pasadena Public Library. And in the presentation today, we'll be sharing clips and summaries from this year's youth conference, as well as who we are and opportunities for youth. This is the fourth year that we are hosting the Level Up Youth Conference. In previous years, Level Up took place either at Pacific Oaks College or at the Pasadena Central Library. Youth ages 12 through 18 participated in a series of curated workshops designed to level up their life skills and give them more opportunities to get involved and learn. There was also a college fair and an opportunities fair held during lunchtime, and a parent info session in the morning. This year was the first time that we held a virtual session, and most of the workshops were last week, but it did start on July 25th, and today is the last day, with the bulk of the programs being last week, Monday through Friday. So who are we? These are all the supporters and the planners for this year's conference. Besides Pasadena Public Library staff, we also have staff from the Health Department, from the Link program, from Day One, Collaborate Pasadena, Pasadena Media, Pasadena Tournament of Roses, Adelante Youth Alliance, Planned Parenthood, College Access Plan, PUSD's College and Career Academies, and you'll hear from several of them today. There are a few other supporters as well who supported the conference in helping to facilitate and in funds such as the items in the swag bag and instructor fees. And now we'll hear about some various opportunities for youth and parents. So first we have Collaborate Pasadena.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Geoff with Collaborate Pasadena. And just a little bit about Collaborate Pasadena, in case you're not familiar with. We started in about 2015 as a organization formed from the school district in the city of Pasadena, and we're now housed at Pacific Oaks College for community and social impact. And we're made up of individuals, community organizations, a lot of the organizations that have been participating in Level Up, in businesses, and we're dedicated to improving the lives of children and families. Recently, as a result of the pandemic, shining a light on a lot of the inequities in our community, we reorganized around a new mission and new guiding principles to support our vision, which remains the same, which is that every child in our area grows up in a healthy and safe environment. Jane, if you can go to the next page. So in the new endeavor, we've come up with new guiding principles, and our third guiding principle really applies to what we're doing with Level Up Youth Conference, which is showing our commitment to youth leadership and helping develop youth leadership, not just among youth, but as leaders in our community. So we see our youth as vital and important members of our community. So what we're going to be doing in the coming months is actually actively seeking youth to participate in focus groups and listening sessions to help us create a common agenda which we can pursue for the next year. If you have any interest in that, please, our website is collaboratepasadena.org. Please contact me. We'd love to have you participate in the process to really examine your role in society and your role in our communities and how we can improve our communities for youth. Thank you.
For teens at the library, we of course do a lot of different things at the library, including events, take and make crafts, and materials for checkout. But I'm gonna cover some of the volunteer opportunities for youth. We have a teen advisory board at the library. It's part of the larger volunteer program. And the teen advisory board is a group of library volunteers who not only help the library, but they take an active leadership role in helping to implement programs, promoting and advocating for youth services in Pasadena. They basically advocate, pilot services, advises, and plan events. Some of their projects including planning and hosting the annual Teen Murder Mystery Lock-in, sustaining a mental health initiative, participating in the youth network like representing at the city council meeting, contributing to the youth master plan. And just recently, they helped start a new games checkout collection at the library. They also host a lot of other programs throughout the year. And not only do they plan it themselves, they have to work on budgeting and work on the publicity, and they will actually teach the workshops or facilitate the discussions themselves. We also have just the general volunteer pool at the library. It is usually about 50 active volunteers a year, but it can go up to about 150. It is primarily at Central Library, but the tasks could be elsewhere, like at a branch, or at a park, or at the moment online. General volunteers help around the library at events. They prep for programs, special projects. They do a lot of clerical work, artwork, writing, and a variety of other tasks. So it's pretty much a catch-all role. You can volunteer for as much or as little as you like, depending on the schedule. There's also a homework help program and book reviewers, which both have a little more consistent commitment requirements. So you can learn more about the various opportunities online. Next, we have day one. Ashley?
Hi, everyone. I'm sorry, my camera's not working. Well, my internet's not working. My name is Ashley, and I'm with Day One. We're a community health organization, and we have quite a few programs for youth. When the things that we do is we do offer community service hours. We have a weekly youth advocate meeting that takes place right now via Zoom, but usually it is in person. We're located right behind between City Hall and the courthouse. So if you've ever driven by there and seen a place that looks like a park, that's us. But yeah, every week we have a youth advocate meeting that goes from 4 to 5:30, and that counts for community service hours. And during that meeting, we do a variety of things from, we've partnered with the Armory and the library before, and we've done sketches. We do safe routes. We just discuss different things that also support our youth master plan. Another thing is we like to help students build their leadership skills and then participate in teen adventures. So usually every year we have Block 9, where we have a week-long events for youth to come in, or we go on field trips such as going hiking or going to the beach. This year, unfortunately, we weren't able to do that. But what we have been working on, and with a few of the other programs here, is every month we've been releasing a calendar of events so that you guys can continue to participate in events just like you did this previous week and this week, so you still have things to do and can keep your mind busy. And yeah, if you guys are interested in participating or joining us, we're always excited to have new students, and you can contact me at ashleyc@goday1.org, or you can visit us on Instagram at day1do.
Thanks, Ashley. The PUSD's College and Career Academies is also one of the groups involved in helping us put together levelUP. So in addition to providing pathways to career development and college pathways, there is also an annual summer internship program for students, which you can find out more online. Oops. And we have Wendy.
Hi, everyone. So CAP is a nonprofit organization. We were established about 14 years ago, and we partner with PUSD. We provide free college resources to students starting in 6th through 12th grade and beyond. If you notice at the bottom of our slide, we have 4 different departments. So our first one being middle school, which typically offers an after-school program that lasts between 5 to 9 weeks long. We will be doing it this fall, and it will be virtual. We also have our high school drop-in program, which services all of the 4 traditional high schools within PUSD and our 2 alternative schools. We help with anything and everything related to college and applying for financial aid. Our third department is our iHeart College alumni program, which is by invitation only and continues to support our students into and through college. Finally, we have our parent and family engagement department, which supports all the other 3 programs. We will continue to service and support our students in the fall, and we look forward to working with our PUSD families through virtual programming. 2 weeks ago, when we presented our session on paying for college, Show Me the Money, we shared an overview of how to apply for financial aid, the different types of financial aid that there are, as well as examples of local and national level scholarships. We provided tips and strategies to students that students should consider when researching and applying for scholarships. We look forward to working with our families. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Hi, good to see everybody. Good that everyone's here. My name is Jose Madera. I'm from Adelante Youth Alliance. We are a nonprofit organization here in Pasadena. Our mission is to educate and empower youth to develop their academic, career, leadership, and personal potential. So for this fall semester, we have many programs available for youth. They're going to be, again, Monday through Friday from 3 to 5. Some might change. So a good thing for everyone to do is to check out our website for any updates, which again is Adelante, www.adelantenya.org. And again, everything's going to be on Zoom, and it's for grades 5th through 12th. And some of the programs that are highlighted in the flyer that's being shown right now is we have an art class where students that are part of that art class are going to be have art kits that we can deliver to you for that art class. We also have homework help where we're going to have college students provide their service as tutors so they can help you. And a lot of it can be in math, chemistry, science, and any other help that you need. We also have mindfulness group and private tutoring. Again, mindfulness is very important for self-care, so we want to provide that, to support all of you. And again, we have tutors who can tutor you one-on-one too if you need, or in a group session. We also have enrichment workshops, college and career preparation, where we have a lot of professionals who want to provide workshops and support for youth. So we provide that space so you can connect with professionals and also colleges. And we have a mentorship program for high school students who are looking for volunteer hours. We pair you with a younger student so you can mentor them. And again, that shows a lot of leadership skills. You can put that on your resumes for college and for jobs. And also we are going to partner you up with a professional too. So you can get that mentorship from whatever field that you're interested in. You can get that knowledge from a professional in that field. So again, more information, you can just go to our website, which again is adelantenya.org. Thank you.
And part of the Pasadena's Health Department, the Tailink program was also another supporter of levelUP this year. The Tailink program is a transitional age youth linkage service program for youth ages 18 through 24, so transitional age youth, who are at risk and or experiencing homelessness within the cities. Their services include on-site case management with screenings and handoffs to mental health, medical, dental, and social or supporting services. They also have on-site housing specialists, laundry and shower facilities, recreational activities, clothing, and computers and internet education. For any referrals, you can call the phone number listed or DM them on Instagram at Tailink Pasadena or email. And we have Brittany.
Hi, folks. My name is Brittany. My gender pronouns are she, her, hers. I am an educator with Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood offers a couple different programs for youth. We have one that is the Digital Youth Advisory Board, where we have teens join us and share their opinions and thoughts so that we can improve our programs, our educational programs, and our health services that we provide and make them more teen friendly. It's entirely online. You're eligible if you are in this general area, Northeast LA, Glendale, Pasadena, Greater San Gabriel Valley, and 14 to 18 years old. We currently have a 6-month program in progress, and our next cycle will be in January of 2021, and it is a paid program. You can find out more by emailing us, which we have our email in the chat and coming up on another slide. On our website also there'll be updates. Another program that we have that goes throughout the entire school year is Peer Advocates. So this is a more intensive leadership training program for high school students, and we use a reproductive justice lens. We typically hold in-person meetings when possible, but for now, of course, it is 100% online. And our next application cycle will be starting in April of next year. Go to the next slide. For folks who might not be familiar, we do offer lots of different medical services. Our closest health center is right here in Pasadena on Lake Avenue, where we offer lots of different reproductive health services like you see up on the screen. You're welcome to give us a call at the number you see. You can also always go on our website, pppsgb.org, to learn more about health services and all of our youth programming. Next slide. And then if you were interested in volunteer opportunities, we have a lot of young folks that volunteer with us. You're welcome to email us at volunteer@pppsgb.org, and this other email right here for any youth programs information. My email is in the chat as well, so please feel free to reach out to me. And thank you so much, Jane.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ashwin Sivakumar, and I'm the Secretary of the Pasadena Youth Council. So we're the official advisory body for the city of Pasadena, representing Pasadena's youth, and we strive to give the youth a platform to do good in their community. To that end, we firstly participate in a lot of rare and valuable volunteering opportunities, including volunteering behind the scenes at various city events, such as the Black History Parade, as well as numerous conferences and summits, such as this one. We work with youth organizations to spearhead campaigns within our schools, such as the anti-bullying campaign that's been going on for a few years now. And additionally, we provide rare opportunities for the youth to both influence city decision-making and to engage directly with city officials. For example, we worked with numerous other youth organizations, as well as the city, to craft the Pasadena Youth Master Plan, which guides the city's policies concerning youth to this day. So we meet on the first and third Wednesday of every month from 6 to 7. So if you're between the ages of 12 and 18 and you're passionate about leadership and community service, please consider applying to the Youth Council at cityofpasadena.net/parksandrec/youth council. Thank you.
And I just wanted to touch briefly on the Youth Ambassadors, which is a program that provides job experience for high school students through participating at special events. It is a paid job opportunity for youth. So if you would like more information, you can find out more on the website. So now we are going to go into summaries of what happened at this year's levelUP conference. There were it was over 20 programs this year. I believe it's 22 programs that we hosted this year. And we just have a few highlights from each event to share. So I have several videos that I'm going to highlight here. Let me just get that up. So this one is from our first program that we hosted on Saturday, July 25th. It's called Oh, the Places We'll Go, Life After High School. It is a panel discussion of former library volunteers who are all from the Teen Advisory Board, and they discuss things that they learned and things that they wish they learned in high school. So here is a clip. This was in answer to what was surprising or what did you learn about yourself in high school?
I always thought that I hated presenting and stuff and just like being in front of other people. I mean, this is kind of one of those things, but I can't see like the participants or anything, so it's like whatever. But then like when I found out that I was like, or when I became a section leader, or like a teacher's assistant, like I have to like present and like lead students like problem solving, and like it's not that I like doing that necessarily, but like I found out that like I really am passionate about like just like helping people understand like concepts and just like working through like problems that they have, or like just figuring out new ways to think about problems too. So that wasn't what I expected to do when I went to college. So that's been pretty surprising.
And the next clip that we have is from Job Jitters that was hosted by the health department. It was a presentation on tips to getting that first job and interview. This was presented by several TALINK peers. The TALINK peers are actual young adults, that transitional age youth group that we were talking about, 18 to 24, who are part of the social and mental health division of the Pasadena Health Department in that program. So here is a clip on what you should not wear to an interview.
In the two pictures, you can see that the pants are very ripped, and that's something you shouldn't wear to an interview. In the next picture, the guy is very comfortable. He's wearing a shirt, shorts, and some Nike slides. The female at the top is wearing a dress that is way too short. And in the last picture, it looks like a nice outfit, like something that you should probably, that you would think you should wear, but no, it's too revealing.
Okay, and the next clip that we have is, we don't usually record discussions. So we had a young adult book club discussion on a book called Challenger Deep, was written by Neil Shusterman. So we don't record those sessions, but we did get a clip from a teen advisory board member who usually helps facilitate some of these discussions. And she talks a little bit about the book itself. So this was a mental health discussion because the book, that was the theme of the book.
So Challenger Deep, in my perspective, was an eye-opening book, because you get to see how mental health and mental illness manifests itself differently in different people. So Kaden Bosch, he's a teenager, he's just in high school, and he's trying to figure out if he's struggling with anxiety, if he's struggling with schizophrenia, but he's just having these off outbursts and he's no longer himself. And I think that's really hard for the parents to try to come to terms with, that their child is struggling with a mental illness. And it was a very challenging thing for them to admit him into a hospital. But I think that they also did an amazing job at narrating his experience while he was there. And at the beginning, if you read the synopsis at the back of the book, you already go in knowing this is going to be a book about mental health. But then you start reading the first couple of pages and you're wondering, why are we talking about pirates? Why is he on a ship? This isn't really correlating together. I'm kind of confused. But then I think the author does an amazing job of connecting that story back to real life and what Kaden is feeling.
Okay, the next clip is from our trauma resilience presentation, also hosted by the health department. And it was a presentation about self-care, mental health, and resilience for youth. And it was facilitated by Narita from the health department. Here's a clip.
Setting. So I just remind everyone, like, your resilience is not going to be somebody else's resilience, but the more you learn to build adaptation and learn that, hey, just because this person is doing that doesn't mean I have to do it. It helps you be able to heal and be able to grow. The other thing is remaining hopeful. So you really have to start looking at things from the positive instead of a negative. That's actually one of the ways you actually do develop resilience, is by really looking at what's working, right? So if you've had all these things happen in your life, you really have to adapt your thinking. Or if someone's, you've grown up with somebody telling you that you're not the nicest or the greatest of people, you have to rechange that thinking and actually start telling yourself, like, I am a good person, I am good at what I'm doing, and I'm gonna excel at this.
Sorry, I can't see my tabs. Okay. The next slide, or the next clip I have for you, is from our panel on Another World is Possible. and how to engage in community activism, grassroots organizing. It was a panel discussion with 5 local activists moderated by Jose of Adelante Youth Alliance. And here's a clip in answer to what was your motivation to be an activist?
I would like to piggyback on that. I just want to say, when the eye becomes focused, the body becomes whole. And so when your eye is focused on something like that and is really focused, you can do more work. It can actually have more impact. So I was traveling a lot, but I was looking at how I wanted my home to feel and how I wanted the space to feel, and my brothers and sisters that are in my community to be empowered. And so I spend a lot of time, and I really wanted to set up roots, and I feel really invested. Once you invest in a community and make it yours, you want to see it flourish. So that's why I'm here. I'm invested. This is my home, and I connect with the people. So yeah.
Okay, so those are just some of the clips. You can watch the full video online on the Pasadena Library's YouTube page. Okay, so this is a screenshot from the session, My City, My Story. It was facilitated by Day One. The participants learned about transportation and sustainability through the lens of health and social justice. They also had a few minutes to design their ideal street. This is a design from one of the attendees. You can see that her design incorporates a safe bike lane and pedestrian walkway blocked off by a double row of trees. It also shows inclusivity with the rainbow flags and the center divider with planters. We also offered 3 morning yoga sessions with instructor Stephanie Finden. This was sponsored by the health department, and free yoga mats were also available for pickup. Starting in September, we will actually continue this partnership to offer yoga sessions on alternating Friday afternoons. So if you're interested in that, you can look out for that in the library calendar.
Geoff from Collaborate Pasadena again. One of the advantages of being able to use Zoom for Level Up this year is we can offer some programs that we can't normally offer at the Library Pacific Oaks. One of them is we had a 2-day cooking class that Pasadena Unified School District was able to arrange for their culinary arts instructor from your high school to come talk to students, not just about proper food preparation, techniques in the kitchen, but talked about how to sort of examine what they have in their house and how to make. So the first day, sort of at spur of the moment, everybody decided to make French toast. And then the second day was more of a planned one, which was everybody on the first day said they really like pasta. So Ms. Wallace came in and went through a quick recipe on pasta with grilled sausage that she demonstrated. Here's a very short clip of the second day of Pantry Raid.
Let's look at what we've got here. So here's the 2 peppers. They've been sauteing in the olive oil. They're getting a little bit of translucence in their appearance, and they're taking on a browner color. So I'm just going to give them about maybe 2 more minutes, and then I'm going to add them to the pasta. Ready? Who wants to be the first one to taste? So what do you think? Simple, easy?
All right, and while she was doing cooking, she was answering questions such as what's the difference between a zucchini and a cucumber, and other knife techniques and stuff like that. So, thank you.
And then we just had a few other workshops. Planned Parenthood mentioned several of them, and so that College Access Plan. Planned Parenthood hosted 5 other workshops: reproductive anatomy, what you should know about STDs, all about birth control, LGBTQ plus basics, and a discussion on how to have a great relationship. And the College Access Plan hosted a workshop on Show Me the Money, Paying for College.
And I'm back. So one great opportunity we had with the help of Brian Berry, who I see is in the audience, so thank you, Brian, was we met with producers from Pasadena Media, and they developed a 4-part series on how to tell your story with video. So the first day, day one, included components such as developing a plot and story, identifying, message and how action displays that message, visualizing and diagramming scenes. So here's some sort of stills from how to lay out a scene so it visually works. And then the second day, students learned how to operate a camera, how to use their phone as a camera, how to use other digital cameras if they have access to that. And then things like managing sound quality, using external microphones, using extra lighting, formatting the video, and then focusing again on framing concepts and the ideas of using B-rolls and storyboards to help tell your story, to think about it before you go into production. Okay, next slide. So on day 3, the third day of it, we actually had some of the panelists that have already spoken from Adelante, from day 1, from Planned Parenthood, Jane from the library, to meet with students and sort of help them workshop some of the ideas they might want to incorporate into video. The students then had about 4 days to work on their ideas. And then on the 4th day, met again with the producers from Pasadena Media to go over how to use free editing software that was available, and use of copyright and non-copyrighted material in using audio overdubs and incorporating music and titles into your video. And I see we have a few of the people who participated in the class that are in the audience. And we have, so this is on Thursday. Some of the students have already finished their video. And so on the next page, we've got 3 students that have submitted their videos that they feel comfortable to share with people. So while Jane clicks over, so Alonzo had told me that he really wanted to start a YouTube channel talking about anime. And so this program with Pasadena Media was a good way to help him motivate. So here's a short 30-second clip. It's not finished, but he really focused, instead of on filming, rather he focused on editing and voiceover technique.
Anime arguably had its best year ever in 2019, with releases like The Promised Neverland, Beastars, and Vinland Saga, just to name a few. And honestly, there were very few bad seasons. Now, 2020 so far hasn't really had any big releases, as this year is still fresh in terms of anime, but the one show that all members of the anime community should be excited for is Tower of God. Now, this video isn't a review or analysis of Tower of God. 1, because I haven't read the webcomic and it's on episode 1 as of writing this, and 2, because...
Excellent. So the second one is from Benjamin. He's a big baseball fan, and this short video is on how he's had to adapt playing baseball during COVID.
I love everything baseball, statistics, announcing, watching, and most of all playing. But myself and my teammates cannot play unless we follow strict safety protocols that I will demonstrate throughout this video. My favorite position in all of baseball is pitching. Yet pitching now and pitching a few months ago looks very different. We have to sanitize between pitches and make sure masks are on at all times. The same can be said about fielding, which is equally difficult. Sometimes my glasses get fogged up and it's impossible to see the ball. For me, hitting is the most difficult part of this new era of baseball. You have to try your best to be distant from the catcher to some extent, and like fielding, it is often difficult to see.
And then lastly, we have a video from Devin, who, like several of the youth that were in our class, are in that transition from leaving middle school, leaving 8th grade and going into a new high school and not being able to go to that school because this, physically, because the schools are closed right now. So this is his short video talking about how COVID has impacted him going to this new school.
Begin with the coronavirus story, and the numbers are so disturbing. It's alarming new evidence of the rising toll of the coronavirus and a warning about the possible dangers ahead as schools are set to reopen.
Schools can physically open for in-person education when the county that they're operating in has been off our monitoring list for 14 consecutive days.
That means schools in 32 counties, including San Diego, are banned from reopening right now. Instead, they may have to start the school year with online classes only.
With all the school closures happening, this leaves us as teens stressed out of our minds, wondering if we are going to go back. This has also pushed a load of anxiety because of the schools turning to distance learning. Personally, I'm disappointed that I can't go into my new high school in person because of COVID-19. All we can do right now is stay safe, wash our hands, wear our masks, and once problems clear the air, we can only hope to go back to school and see our old and new friends again.
So I'd like to thank all of the youth that participated in this, and really like to thank Pasadena Media, who spent a lot of time organizing and providing these workshops. Producers Kevin, Charles, and Jared, and thanks again to Brian Berry for setting this all up.
Thanks, Geoff. So that was the summary of what they learned in about a week and a half. If you wanted to just read the descriptions of the workshops, you can go to tinyurl.com/Pasadena levelUP just to read about it, or go to collaboratepasadena.org/levelUP if you would like to sign up to receive news of next year's Level Up conference, which hopefully will be in person. Now, if you have any questions, some of us will be sticking around and can help answer some of your questions. If you have any about our programs or about volunteer opportunities, feel free to ask us in the chat. And thanks for joining us today.